Welcome to my channel, Guys Academy, and today we are going to deal with indicators of going concern problems, SA 570. If you are auditing a company, when you entered the office last year, everything looked great. Employees were busy, sales was growing, traders were happy, and cash was flowing. But this year, you notice employees are leaving, suppliers are demanding cash payments, and management seems worried. As an auditor, what question will arise in your mind? Will the company be able to continue its operations in the foreseeable future? This is the heart of auditing, SA 570. Going concern. SA 570 requires the auditor to evaluate whether events or conditions exist that may cast significant doubts on the entity's ability to continue as a going concern. So first we have to know what is a going concern. The going concern assumption means the business will continue its operations for the foreseeable future and has neither the intention nor the necessity to liquidate the ceased operations. What are the indicators of going concern problems? For exam purpose, always remember. First, financial indicators. Second, operating indicators. Third is other indicators. This classification specifically highlighted in guidance on SA 570. Financial indicators. First, we will do this. There are most commonly tested indicators. Continuous losses. Imagine a company earning losses for 4 consecutive years. Every year, sales is going down, profit is going down, reserves going down. Sooner or later, survival becomes difficult. Second, negative operating cash flows. Sometimes profit exists on paper, but cash doesn't. Example, profit is 10 crores, cash in bank 50,000. Supplies remain unpaid. Suppliers you have to pay. So the auditor becomes concerned because businesses survive on cash, not merely on accounting profits. Next, point C, net current liability position. Current liabilities exceed current assets sometimes. Point D, loan defaults. The company is unable to repay loan installments, pay interest on it, comply with loan covenants. Banks may withdraw the support. This is an indicator of going concern problem. Withdrawal of financial support. Suppose promoters previously funded losses regularly, now they refuse further support. The company's future becomes uncertain. Second comes the operating indicators. These arise from business operations rather than finances. Loss of major customer. Imagine one customer contributes 70% of total revenue. Suddenly the customer terminates the contract. The business may struggle to survive. Second, loss of key management. Suppose CEO resigns, CFO resigns, no replacements are available. Decision making becomes difficult. This is a potential going concern indicator. Point C, loss of major supplier. A pharmaceutical company depends on a single supplier for critical raw materials on which the medicines are made. The supplier stops supplying. Production may halt. This raises going concerns. Emergence of strong competitor. Think about what happened to many traditional businesses after digital disruption. If a highly successful competitor captures market share rapidly, survival risks may arise. Now we have third point, that is other indicators. These are often hidden inside the case study process. You cannot understand. Legal proceedings. Suppose a company faces a tax litigation of 500 crores. Net worth of the company 150 crores. In case is lost, survival may be threatened. Then regulatory non-compliance example. Let's take one. A manufacturing company loses an environmental license. Without license, production stops, revenue stops. This may create significant damage. Then we have management intention to liquidate. The strongest indicator, if management plans liquidation, closer discontinuation of operations, the going concern assumption itself becomes questionable.